This year's Columbus Area Chamber Outstanding Woman in Agriculture is Willow Holoubek of David City. Willow and her husband Mark met while attending the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. They were married in 1983, and they have 4 children. Their son Joe attended UNL and is currently a product manager with Ag Leader. He and his wife Laura live in Ankeny, Iowa. Son Luke graduated from UNK and the UNL Law College. He practiced law in Nebraska and recently moved to Berkeley, California. He is a manager with 3D Drone Company, and his wife Alexis works for GreenSpace, a software company. Son Chase also attended UNL and is currently employed with Schooler Grain. He works with exporting specialty grains. He lives in Omaha but is currently in Japan for 6 weeks. And their daughter Kate, another UNL alum, works for Zoetis in companion animal pharmaceutical sales and resides in Newport Beach, California. Willow has been very active outside of her work and family responsibilities. She served as chair of the St. Mary's School Parent Organization. She also served on the Aquinas Chapel Building Committee and chaired the dedication celebration. Willow is a 4-H leader, served on the 4-H Council and Butler County Extension Board. She served 6 years on the Butler County Ag Society and served as beef superintendent. Willow introduced the Round Robin Showmanship Contest and created the Tasting Nebraska event, both of which are now annual events at the Butler County Fair. Willow and Mark are members of St. Mary's Catholic Church, where Willow served as chair of the Harvest Festival. She is also a member of Rotary and served on a committee for David City Vaudeville Days. She has served on the decorating committee for the Aquinas Gold Rush, and she is a graduate of the Nebraska LEAD program. Willow received an animal science degree from UNL and after graduation accepted a sales position with Upjohn. After her marriage to Mark, she joined him on the farm, becoming a farm wife. When Kate, the youngest child, started school, Willow worked part-time with the USDA's Farm Service Agency for more than 8 years. She was then named the executive director of the Butler County Development Board. 2 of her success stories in this position were assisting a company to drill methane wells in the Butler County landfill and pipe the gas to Henningsen Foods to be used in the drying of eggs, and also connecting the Keystone Pipeline construction with a local business to unload pipe and provide resources for the project. In June of 2010, Willow was offered the position of executive director for AFAN, the Alliance for the Future of Agriculture in Nebraska. AFAN was organized in 2006 by all of the ag commodity organizations in the state, along with the Nebraska Farm Bureau and Nebraska Department of Agriculture. The mission of the group is to support livestock growth and expansion of the industry within the state. She works with a variety of influencers on the local and state level, including private agribusiness, farmers, ranchers, and others. She speaks to a variety of audiences, on average at least 50 presentations a year, raising awareness of the importance of ag to economies, culture, and way of life. She manages outreach programs, strategies for livestock development, and has grown the AFAN team from just her position to a team of 4. Mark and Willow have farmed in western and northeast Nebraska and bought their current operation in 1999 near David City. The operation consists of corn, beans, dairy, alfalfa, and a small registered Angus herd. Willow particularly enjoys the beef herd, raising heifers for the kids to show and selling low birth weight pedigreed bulls to commercial cattlemen. Whenever the stresses of life become burdensome, Willow spends time with the cattle. As she says, you can take the girl out of the sandhills, but you will never get the sand out of her boots. Willow and Mark are always looking for growth on the farm and finding ways to make their land more productive. Recently, they've tiled most of the farm to manage moisture levels as they use the tile as sub-irrigation in dry spells. They are also exploring synergies of their resources from the farm to make most of the inputs available. As for growing AFAN, Willow's vision is to help Nebraska realize all of the opportunities available through livestock. Increasing livestock creates tax base, a market for crops, creating jobs in rural Nebraska, and adds value to crops, supporting economic vitality across the state. Willow says she loves what she does in supporting agriculture for future generations. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate our 2016 Outstanding Woman in Agriculture, Willow Holoubek.